Our next performer is pretty great, unbelievable. And I want to also point out, she drew our poster and also our program.
I have no personality. I am very uninteresting. In fact, I was told, everyone in this room has such personality. Except for you, Stephanie. You don't have any. If you didn't already know, I'm Stephanie. And I was told this a month on a tour I was on with this musical theater camp that travels across America. And it was disappointing and heartbreaking to find out that my peers saw me as boring and uninteresting. I mean, granted, they were all interesting musical theater people who all broke out into song at any moment. And I videotaped them all being interesting musical theater people breaking out into song at any moment. But that was my job. But I was getting a little desperate for friends, and it was our last day of our week in Philadelphia. And I wanted nothing more but for someone to talk to. But I did not want to go to this dinner. I would have rather have stayed in my hotel room watching Netflix, because, social anxieties. But I put my big girl skinny jeans on and I got ready for this dinner, but since I had nobody to get ready with, I was, of course, the first person in the lobby. And as I'm waiting in the lobby, a family of 5 enters with 3 sons. And the youngest son, let's call him Little Danny. Little Danny is way too excited to be in this hotel, so much so that he runs through the lobby into the elevator and presses the hold open button before even checking in. And I can hear Little Danny's mom yelling for him to come back, but Little Danny refuses because he believes this elevator will magically take him to a room that has been waiting for him his entire life. But eventually Little Danny understands that his family's not coming, and the elevator starts to make that angry sound, saying it has better things to do. So as Little Danny tries to step out of the elevator doors begin to close. Now, folks, in a civilized society, we would hope and think that when elevator doors close on someone, that they should always reopen. Because, in a civilized society, we don't want our elevator doors crushing our children. But not today, said this elevator from hell. It continued to close on Little Danny, crushing his shoulders. And I'm standing about 2 feet away from him going, it's gonna open. Shit! Now I'm verbally yelling shit in this child's face, and I grab him and I pull him out, and you would think that would be the end of it, but no! Little Danny is wearing a duffel bag, so as the doors close behind him, his bag remains inside of the elevator with the strap around his body. So as the elevator goes up, so does Little Danny's breakable neck and back. And as he's dangling from the elevator doors, I'm holding his waist with one arm and trying to pull back on the other strap, trying to pull down and pull back and pull down and pull back. Now this is some Final Destination shit. Eventually, I am successful and I pull him out of the strap and it shoots between the cracks of the elevator doors, taking Little Danny's duffel bag to whatever hell dimension is hiding. And as I'm holding this little crying 8, 9, 10, 11-year-old, I don't know how to tell the age of children. I'm in shock myself. Granted, this all happened within a span of about 5 or less seconds. So I put it down. And all I can think to say to him is, I am so sorry that happened to you. That should not have happened to you. You should go tell someone that happened to you. And then everybody showed up for dinner and we all went out. Now I had this moment at this dinner to tell everybody something interesting that had happened to me, something to give me personality at the dinner, and as I was insincerely asked how I was doing by someone who refused to look up from their phone, I realized I had nothing to prove to these people. And why should I bend over backwards and break my back and little Danny's back for friendships that wouldn't even last the summer? So I didn't tell anybody. In fact, I forgot about it completely and didn't tell anybody for like 6 months. But as I revisited this story, I realized me being so boring and so uninteresting that I had nobody to get ready with is probably what saved little Danny. So, little Danny, if you're watching,